for Belgium to realize their goals. Marjorie Capriot was, I thought, really important the last couple of years as a backup guard, backup playmaker, and she's had injuries coming into this tournament and hasn't really been as influential. Delar has been terrific, apparently. We haven't been able to follow Belgium, only watch them on TV. And Linsken's perhaps not playing at the level that she was last year, but hey, the big games are upon us. Well, good evening, folks. We are in Belgrade, and this is the FIBA Women's Eurobasket 2019 qualification for the quarterfinals game, and already Slovenia, after winning the tip, turned it over. Good job by Linskens to force the turnover. Anybody that knows anything about European basketball knows this is one of the hotbeds, this city of basketball, and already Alamon says, hey, I'm going to turn it up a notch.
And you know what? That's what I love. I think every coach tells Julie Alamon, be more aggressive looking for yourself. She's a pass-first point guard who has the ability to score. And you know what? If she starts off aggressive looking for herself, it's going to open up those passes for her.
Prezel misses. Prezel's been hugely impressive to this Slovenia team. And now a wide-open shot for Delar, and she passes it up to drive in. And Delar misses. It's not like a Belgian to pass up a long-range shot, is it?
She hasn't actually hit a three in this tournament yet, so maybe that's a little bit on her mind.
Nika Baric just blew right past Linskens and did the hard part and then missed the layup. Messamon takes the bump, passes it back out to Alamon. Mestag down low to Linskens and follows up her miss. And then she hands it off to Messamon, and I think, what was it,
I don't think the first shot didn't touch the rim, so it might have been.
But even then they haven't. Oh, no,
they reset it to 14, where I think it should not have been a reset.
Okay.
We saw Linskens with, she got her own rebound. She had that shot on the baseline. I think she might have shot it over. And then the scorer's table reset it to 14, which is normally what happens but it didn't hit the rim. So it's a good call by the ref because, you know, they notice those things, and they're also having to count in their head as well. And you can't go to video replay this early, so I think it's a good job by the referee there being aware.
Dante Evans. Now Alamon over to Mestag. Well, it's a dangerous pass. Mestag brought it in, and now Linskens fires it inside, and Evans knocks it away from Messamon. So a little bit of a sloppy start to the game. Baric again gets inside, and this time makes it with the left hand, and that has to be worrying for Slovenia, that they can have that penetration by Baric so easy.
And you know what? She's leading this tournament in assists, and right now we've seen her come out and be aggressive. She was the only one who I thought did an okay job in their last game against Italy, where no one played well. And you know, you and I heard her in the press conference after the game. She was incredibly disappointed.
Now, I don't know if you saw Messamon. She looks at Linskens right after that and says, hey, just get a little bit more arc on that pass. Get it, just kind of throw it over the defense. And Baric, for the third consecutive trip down the floor, has a layup, and this time misses.
And almost open layups. I know she is going up against a little bit of a taller, you'll see the help side defense. Well, you know what, she's going against Linskens, but she does a good job of getting by her. And you know what, that's 4 points that Baric has missed, where I think she could have made the layups.
Now Evans fouled. Well, they don't call her Nika Fearless Baric for nothing. She will go. She was going right at the tall Hungarian center as well. Bernadette Hattar has been one of the star performers of this Eurobasket so far, and no doubt that Linskens raked the left arm of Evans.
Substitution in Belgium. Walters out number 13, Chiara Linskens.
So can you be called a legend while you're still playing? Because she absolutely is. You know,
I would say no, but.
She is a EuroLeague legend, and she hasn't played in the EuroLeague for the last couple of years, and I'm not sure you'll see her return to the EuroLeague this coming season either. So we can call her a EuroLeague. We call her a European EuroLeague legend. How about that?
Why don't we just say she's a European legend?
A European legend, but she's still playing. And again, so we see the miss by Evans there on the free throw line, and really right now Slovenia should be up almost 8-2.
Yeah, I mean Belgium looking pretty shaky, and you start. It's almost like Slovenia see blood in the water, like they're a shark. Start to go for it here. Dangerous moments for Belgium, and Preza not necessary. The contact so far away from the basket.
But you know what, Jeff? A little stat about this Slovenian team. They foul, and they foul a lot. In 2017 at the FIBA Women's Eurobasket, they committed the most fouls.
Goodness me. Julie Alamont has answered the call so far. 5 points.
Well, you know, people kind of questioned how she's doing in this tournament so far, and I think she wants to put that information to rest.
And looks like Mestag may have taken a shot. Let's see, look at this.
First personal foul.
Beautiful. I think she's tired of people talking about how she's had a slow start, because she ain't had a slow start today, Shona Thorburn.
You know what? That's not a bad scouting report by Slovenia to go under the screen and force her to shoot. There.
She has got a beautiful stroke.
She's actually been the most consistent player for the Slovenian team. She's the only player that has scored at least 10 or more points in their first 3 games in the tournament. So that tells you a little bit about her importance also.
Messaman has it down low, gets it to Waters, puts it up, and a little bit too hard.
So Julie Alamont in this tournament is only shooting 10% from the three-point line. So do you force her to shoot and make them? And when she does, then you adjust? Because she has not been shooting it well?
Delar gets it down low, just kind of lost her balance. I don't know if she should have held that up. Teo Oblak pulls up on the break, and right now, in my opinion, this Belgian team looks right.
They do. And honestly, they look a little tired to me, but you and I have seen Slovenia play a lot now already in this tournament, and they play at their best when they play with speed and pace. And I'm talking transition, semi-transition looks, and they run so fast on offense when it is a quarter-court offense. And maybe it's tiring this Belgian team out.
Well, Delar didn't pass up the 3 there, missed it, and Slovenia get a chance to get up to 4 quickly. Long one from Slovenia out, and Alamont probably looks like the only Belgian player right now that's at her best, to be honest. Here's Messaman, a little bit long. And quickly to the other end is Oblak.
And that's what I mean. Slovenia know how to run, and they run under control and can score fast, but it's still very controlled. It's really beautiful basketball.
Well, the answer from Coach Mestag is going to be to bring in Julie Vanlo and take Antonia Delar out, who seems to not be in her rhythm. Messaman was a EuroLeague Women winner this year with UNMC Katerinburg. She was bumped, and you almost wonder right now, it almost seems as if it's going to be Messaman or nothing for Belgium, because I'm not sure that the support is there. It has been for Alamont, but they'll be looking for Van Loo to give a lift. Mina checks out.
But
He's overall been good. Frischkevets is in now, number 13, and Mestag. This is the layup.
We saw, something concerning for me with this Slovenian team. Nice try by Evans there, grabbing her rebound.
Right, look at the break, and it's Messaman missing the layup.
I'm not sure I've ever seen her miss 2 shots, and she's 0 for 2 right now.
Well, they're getting their chances, and now Evans takes a shot and hits the 2, and it's 11-5, and I think this was a timeout that clearly had to be called by Belgium.
Yeah.
He needs to find a rotation that kind of stems the flow of, well, just brings a spark.
But really, it's just the pace. Slovenia they do a great job of rebounding the ball, outletting it to either Baric or Oblak, who are two incredibly experienced, very capable, and smart point guards.
Okay, let's try to listen in.
How hard do you want it? I can't even finish the easy layups. Come on. You go into one. Can't even bring her at the end. So pass the ball to Jana.
Just 2 of 10. Belgium.
Jana will be over here. Pass the ball. Go in, up, go in, go out. And here Highlander pick and roll has failed. You play a pick and roll together with Jana. All right? 2 attack.
Looks like Lisets might be checking into the game. See fast break points, 6 for Slovenia. I think what Belgium looked tired to me.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. They just look tired.
But keep in mind, they came out of
a tough group.
Yes. I mean, and I'm not saying Slovenia, but Slovenia got their 1 win, kind of knew that they were going to be able to advance out of group phase with that win. It was the second game.
Yeah, they punched
where Belgium,
ticket.
we had no idea. I mean, it was scary and it was close in that group. You didn't know who was coming out of that Group D. And maybe not just the physical part, but the mental part could have been very tough on them.
Rahman is checked into the game, number 42, Jan Rahman. Here's Van Loo. Back to Allemand. He's hit 1-3. This is their second, and ball goes out of bounds. So Belgium will retain possession.
And so the concerning thing is, if I'm Belgium, I'm going to try and get the ball inside because you have such an advantage. And draw the foul. They're going to be in bonus here on out.
Now, Lisets checks in, takes the jumper. And as bad as it is, a 6-point deficit, it could be a lot worse right now for Belgium.
You know what?
Rahman puts it on the deck, passes Van Loo, open, Allemand steps into it. That's much better.
3 points, number 55, Allemand.
The Cats.
I was just about to say, I think they're kind of settling for a few too many shots on the outside, and that's because Slovenia, that's what they're daring them to do, because Slovenia realized that we're not as tall. But we don't want to give them their advantage, which is their inside post players in Linskens, in MMSMN.
But that was a great play. I mean,
no,
look
that
at
was.
Look at
I mean,
how
look
they
that
swing
extra
it.
pass, yeah.
Steps into it. She's hit a couple of threes. And again, it's worth repeating. Coming in, we were talking about how Allemand has struggled. And here she is. She scored all 8 of Belgium's points.
I mean, struggled. She's still averaging 5 points a game, 5.7 assists. So
Evans pulls her way down low right up against Rahman. Good. She can't do any more than that on defense. And Evans, when she gets a full head of steam, she is tough. Now Messamon passes back to Allemand. This time front and back of the rim. Still, her shot looks pretty good. Vuskovic drives right down the lane. And boy, the number of layups
another missed layup. I mean, great takes, but missed layup.
Anna Mastag in as well, number 22. She can put it up from deep. Oh, beautiful pass by Rahman, and Allemand goes to 10 points.
And see, that's the kind of basketball that I think we've been used to seeing Belgium play, where they, the ball was reversed an entire time there. Everyone touched it. It went inside. You had a cutter layup. Where the first few possessions in this game, they were kind of settling for what the defense was giving them and not playing their style of basketball, and I think that's why they're down right now.
Lisets has it knocked away by Rahman. And I didn't think particularly last summer that Rahman was one of Belgium's better players, but she has elevated her game at this women's Eurobasket. Time the 3 out. Might come out for that. Delar is going to check back in. Lisets drives in and scores with a reverse layup. Takes it back to a 5-point advantage. Remember that first game late in the contest. against Italy.
Yeah.
She went down, and we didn't know what we knew it was
late
something
in the
with
third quarter.
a lower right leg, a calf, or whatever, but it turned out to be a cramp. Really bad cramp. Alemon drives in, maybe doing a little bit too much there. Now quickly up ahead to Friskovits, and she misses, but look at the hustle by Evans to get it back. Now Taya Oblak drives in. Beautiful play by Slovenia.
This
Great
pace
effort.
is not good for Belgium. One, I think they look tired, and this is the kind of pace that Slovenia needs to play with. And in the first game, remember I questioned at the end of the first quarter, I said, can they do this all game? Guess what? They can play at this pace all game.
Slovenia doing a great job of surrounding Messamon down low.
And again, another outside shot. They're just really settling for a lot of outside shots.
Oh, look at the beautiful pass! Baric gets it to Lisets, and she scores with the layup.
I mean, keep in mind, Baric, she is a beautiful pass and a good job by Lisets to set the screen and roll there. But Baric is leading this tournament in assists easily. And again, she didn't have a very good game. She played okay. She scored a little bit more in that last game for them in the group phase. I think she only had 4 assists, though. So to still be leading the tournament in assists, I mean, this is an experienced point guard. This is an experienced pass-first point guard. You know, she has 8.3 assists per game in this tournament so far.
And converting the three-point play takes up to 10 points, the biggest lead of the game for Slovenia. Messamon. Again, this time gets it down low, blocked. Friskovits did a good job helping out.
Great job. Every time Emma Messman catches the ball, no matter where it is, she's almost double, triple teamed, and it's flustering her right now. You know, you can see she hasn't got going. She's 0 for 2. She has a turnover.
Baric steps back, puts it up from deep. And it's worth repeating, it could be a lot worse for Belgium. Slovenia, though, lead it 20-10 at the end of one.
Here, a quick look at stats. They're shooting 15%, very uncharacteristic of Belgium.